possibly he'll cut in and out.
Hey, welcome to Horsehead Bookends for another Gaming Friday or Saturday if I do not get it up in time. With me again is Mike. You can check out his videos. He plays a lot of games or just looks at them on The Man Who Looks at Games. I'll post a link down below. So tonight we are decided to finally tackle Perseverance from Mindclash Games. In Perseverance, this is a 1-2-4 player worker placement tower defense style game where you are trying to build up a new civilization while stopping hordes of dinos who are trying to come into your encampments and take it over. I know very little about it aside from what we just went through right now. I set the game up, Mike read the instructions, we're gonna fumble our way through it and we're gonna see how it goes.
And just an FYI, this is only episode 1 because the game does have 2 episodes in the box. The story as a whole is that we were all passengers on a luxury cruise liner which ran into a very, very freak storm, and we ended up getting washed ashore on a otherworldly island which has dinosaurs on it. And so in episode 1, we are working to set up our new civilization, defend ourselves while trying to play politics with the leftover crew who are leading the 4 pillars of our settlement.
Like Mike just said, this is just episode 1. There's episode 1 and 2. There's a solo mode with it. Then there's a whole nother expansion that it came with. So Mindclash really did a great job on making the game so far. I'm asking for forgiveness in advance because we just kind of ran through the rules really quickly in like 15 minutes. So maybe half an hour. Okay, 30 minutes. Anyway, we're going to try our best. So let's take a look at the board. Here is the main game board for episode 1. At the top right up here is where the dinosaurs will be placed as they come in, and the circles are where the your armies, I guess your light and
soldiers,
heavy soldiers,
leaders
will be placed. Deployed. Right below that, we have the placement where you're placing your settlements and you're placing your dies. When you pull them from the pool, and they are split up into 4 separate sections. We have sustenance, military, expansion, and protection. So right below that we have our assembly scoring board and our dino attack combat rewards. That happens after dino attack. It's sort of a table hog, but then when isn't a Mindclash game taking up a lot of space on your table?
When isn't a board game in current age not a table hog?
There, that's very good too. So we're gonna get started and let's see how it goes. I hope they're good.
Many hammers.
Lots of hammer time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hammers.
Alright, so I'm gonna go.
Yes.
Right? So alright, so we're going to follow the turn sequence. So, place a die. So, if I place a die that's not mine, meaning one of your color die or the blue die, not the blue die, if I place your yellow die, I have to pay. Or I have to lose 2 followers.
Yes.
And I could spend one of these if I want to change its spacing. Alright,
yes.
So what do I want and what do I need? I want to get influence over people down here. I also want to build things. So in order to build stuff, we need to, I'm going to go, I think I might go training. And so to do that, I take, say...
Can I give you suggestions, or are we completely, like, how are we playing this? It seems like it's co-op, but it's not. It's still competitive.
Correct. It's co-op technically because we're trying to fend off dinosaur attacks.
Yeah.
But we're competing to be the overall leader.
Okay.
Because if you play with there's 3 modes to this game technically.
Mm-hmm.
There's episode 1, there's episode 2, which can be played as standalone games.
Mm-hmm.
Then there is like a campaign mode where there is carryover from the first game into the second game.
Yeah.
In which case, you know, we're competing to get like an advantage in game 2. So I mean, if you wanted to give me a suggestion as like friendly because it's our first game, yeah, absolutely, totally.
Yeah, but I don't think it was a good suggestion because I'm as we're pulling from these dice, we're going to eventually have to be placing each other's dice, our opponent's dice. So we're not going to have a choice.
Correct. So the whole thing is you don't want to be using your own die. The whole thing is you want to use the community die as much as possible because that leaves the others for your opponent to be forced to take.
Yeah.
So, and the whole thing is, like I said, if let's say I want to go here, right? I want to go, let's say I wanted to patrol, right? Because... I want to prepare to be able to patrol. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go training. Now, if I take this bullhorn, it has to go on one of the 3 bullhorns. If I were to take the hammer, I could put on anything there.
Well, you can't put it on the bullhorn. The bullhorn has to go...
No, it could go on one of those.
Oh, okay.
It could go on one of those. Okay. It's just that it has to go on one of those if that symbol matches.
Got it.
But, so like I'll take this and let's say, no, I don't want to take that. For some reason, it's better to take the bullhorn and I'm going to put it up here. And that means that I have to take one of these guys...
The blue ones, okay.
And he goes right there.
Now, can you put it on any space, or it has to go from top to bottom?
It's any space. From what I remember, it was you placed it on a location and then resolved the effect. And it didn't matter. Take a die from the pool, place it on any empty space of the effect. You may choose any empty space to place, but you lose 2 followers if you choose a die belonging to another player. If possible, you must place the die on a matching icon with the chosen effect.
Got it.
Placement spaces that are empty, you may place the die on any empty space with no icon instead. So it doesn't matter where you place them on here. So I can choose one of those because all right, I want, like I don't mind that it's going to be this bigger one. Yeah. So now I get 3 choices from here, which could be I can take, and they have to be different.
Okay.
They have to be 3 different.
That's what I kind of figured. That's what I was going to look up. I would assume that they'd have to be different.
You could kind of see it there.
You don't have to take 3. Up to 3 different options. Yeah. Yes, they all have to be different.
So I'm gonna.
And everything is gained immediately.
Yeah. So I'll take this.
All right. And soldier.
So that's 1. Mm-hmm. Then I'll take a story. And then I'll turn in a food for a guy. Place my leader or place soldiers. So I think what I'll do is place...
Now where do you place, when do you get to place?
So in your secondary action, you could either place your leader...
you place up to 2 soldiers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so here's what I could do, and just to showcase the thing. So influencing an officer as your secondary action. So choose 1 target officer. So it doesn't look like it needs to be an officer in the location that you are currently.
No, you just have to pay stories to place influence.
Yep. So I'm gonna pay 2 stories to be able to place
2
influence cubes down.
So you can just place one as a second action. You can just place one every time because it doesn't cost you anything. It's 0. You pay 0
Correct.
stories to place one. So you could always
place
get
the
one.
thing.
You could always do something as a secondary action.
Always.
Right.
So check this out. I'll put this here because that triggers this now.
Yes.
So, in which case here, every player that has 2, which is both of us,
Yes.
gets a scrap. So check
Yep.
that out. I helped both of us.
Awesome. I don't have cubes there. I'm not blue.
Oh, you're not blue.
That's
him.
no.
Sorry.
That's him.
And then boom.
And they
and
go
boom.
up to there.
They go up to there.
Got it.
There's no patrol stage. There's no dinosaur attack. There's no. Their dice pool is perfect. So.
All right. So now it's my turn.
it's your
There's a
turn.
lot of steps for one turn, but let's see. You know what? I kind of wouldn't mind getting a soldier, but all right. So I am going to. All right. I'm gonna screw around a little and see what I can get. I'm gonna take some hammer time. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna take my own hammer time and place it down here, right? Which spawns a spiky boy up here, and I get to pick 2 down there. So I can.
Place a trap.
Wait, is that what I wanted?
Did you
Yes.
want that or did you want salvage? Because this
Wait,
lets you
hold
place
on.
a trap for free.
Mm-hmm.
Spend a food to place a trap and get fisted.
No, I actually want to place a trap. Now, can I place a trap on the dinosaur? Oh no, I had to place a trap and I can't look at it, right?
Yeah, no, you could look at your own. When you place them, you could look at your trap and you can put it on. I think you can.
I don't think so. I think you had to put a trap first. You can't put a trap
That may
after a dinosaur because it makes sense. Because otherwise you could just cheat. Or does it really matter?
I don't think it matters because you could it's like I know there's a dinosaur out there, so all right,
Yeah.
so
Tell me
place one of your traps. Oh, okay, it does say on any empty.
Empty.
dino space.
That's what I
Okay.
figured. Okay.
Perfect. Perfectly spelled out.
So I am going to actually place a trap. I'm placing a trap here. And for my second action, I'm going to.
You could spend a scrap to build a wall.
I'm spending a scrap and a
a
story to build a wall and get 2 followers.
Perfect.
I'm at 12 followers, and I get to build a wall. And I'm going to put that wall right there. So I think those are some decent choices. Whether or not they're going to work out, we'll see. Oh wait, hold on. Oh, so that's gonna do a dino attack. I don't think I want to do that. That's the problem. But I
I
want.
don't know if it would matter though, because it's just gonna wipe my thing out.
I know, but I need traps to set up for the upcoming dinos because that's gonna trigger, and that's gonna trigger. That's gonna trigger next because we need more soldiers. So I gotta sacrifice
I totally screwed
that.
you.
Dino attack!
Reveal, place traps, and roll the trap die. Alright, there's nobody here. I have a trap on this.
You
here.
do.
A raptor on the trap, and I roll
Roll the trap die.
the blue die as the trap die.
Yeah.
And it has a thumbs up,
It killed it, and you get 2 thumbs.
and I get the dinosaur in front of me. Is that what it does?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah, any dinosaurs you defeat, you just keep it in front of you.
Alright, remove the dino, even if it doesn't match the trap die, place the dinosaur in front of the trap owners, and they gain 2. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So, boom. And then, and that stays. That stays for right now, because we deal with that
Yes.
in a second.
Alright. Wall phase. All
Row
right.
by row,
Soldiers fight dinos close to them. A light
So-
soldier defeats one dino.
Yeah, nope. Because there's nobody in the front row to fight. A heavy soldier or a leader defeats 2 dinos. So boom, boom in that line in front of her.
Okay. A raptor defeats a soldier it fights. It doesn't fight any. Collect the people that topple defeated soldiers. Okay. Surviving the dino's breach. Active player loses 2 followers per breaching dino.
You're the active player.
Oh,
It's your
active
turn.
player. Alright, I lose 2.
You let
4.
it happen on your turn.
You're right.
Even though I'm at the wall defending, it was on your
So
watch.
I'm down to 8. Each trampler destroys the nearest settlement. We don't have a trampler. Each raptor attacks the nearest different settlement for -2 followers. So you lose 2 followers.
Yep.
No, you don't lose your settlement. You just lose 2 followers. It's not a trampler. Tramplers destroy it.
Oh.
He just ate 2 people.
Gotcha.
He just got hungry.
So he just ate 2 people.
He's not strong enough to take down buildings.
So I'm back down to 16, but then they run back off, right?
Pick rewards according to level of contribution.
So
You get 2 rewards.
I get 2 rewards, and I can't pick any of the first
And you
3.
can't pick any of those first 3. Yes, but you have to be able to pay for them.
First, if this was the first time the zone was attacked, remove the dangerous combat area
Yes.
tile and the community area cover-up tile. Leave the walls in place.
Okay. Wow, that's a big step, the dino attack.
Yeah, but it's awesome. I love it.
I'm telling you, this is very similar to Great Wall. The way it plays, the worker placement section is much better.
You got rid of Great
Yeah, I
Wall.
got rid of it. I didn't like it at all.
And then we trigger an
Assembly.
assembly.
Presence majority in each community area awards its
Okay.
reward tile.
So-
Alright.
Boom, over here. So it goes.
You have
No, community. Remember, community.
yes.
Community
Sustenance.
here,
Oh.
defense is top half.
So presence majority in each community awards its reward
Alright,
tile.
so the player with the most presence and presence is your
Tie.
colored die.
Oh, none.
It's just you.
But no, because there's a...
Oh, right.
So
If
nothing gets rewarded.
if 2 players tie, each player receives votes equal to half the zone's population. So the whole thing is you take this here,
Mm-hmm.
but you only get half of the votes for that zone.
I get 2 votes plus a...
So the population is 2
Yeah.
plus all of the settlements.
3.
So it's 3, and you get that a half rounded down. So you get 1.
I get 1. So I get 1 of that. Now, do I get this on the back? Do I get the supplies on the back? Do I get...
No, because you would have gotten the choice if you were the majority. So since you and them tied
Yes.
for here,
Yeah.
you each get 1 vote. So,
So they
you
would get a
move
vote.
this up, and I'm going to move this up for them.
Okay.
Okay? Then for here, you got the tile. So this we could just leave here, right?
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Here, you got the tile.
Mhm.
Here,
They
they
get-
get the tile. But I think in a 2-player rule, if they have the single most, they always choose the votes. So the votes here is 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
So they have a total of 5 votes.
Okay.
Okay? And then here, you and I are tied for this. So it's...
No, not me. It's you and no one.
Yellow, aren't you yellow?
Yeah, but you have 2 and you have
What
2. You have a
Oh, this does count. I think.
yeah.
Yes. Everything, people, these, yes. Okay?
Yeah, and dice. Yeah.
And dice. So I win here, so I get the tile. Perfect. So now you choose either getting the reward on the front tile.
2 plus how many settlements I have. So that's 4. So I get 4.
Compare votes. Rank players based on their votes. Players score followers based on the assembly tile. So
I have 6 votes.
They have 5 votes. You have a total of 6 votes.
Yeah.
So you get 17 followers.
Yeah.
They don't get anything because they don't track that.
No, and you get none.
I get nothing. I knew I wasn't getting anything, so I was like, oh, but
41.
wow, I just got trounced. Score officer conditions, because that's also part of this. Don't forget.
Oh, okay.
For each officer tile, players with the most influence on it gain.
Ties get nothing, right?
Players tied for the most influence receive the full amount of followers, and those tied for second most receive half the amount.
Oh, okay.
You would get followers for the chief mate.
Yeah, but how do I determine what I get for that? Like,
Okay, so for the chief mate,
Yeah.
choose a community or defense area of one zone.
Mm-hmm.
Gain 1 follower for each piece you have there. Either your settlements, dice, or leaders in your community area, or soldiers, traps, and walls, or leader in your in that defensive area.
I guess I'll pick this one because and I'll do the walls, traps, and soldiers because that gives me 3.
Because that gets you 3.
So that gets me 3 points there.
Correct. That gets you 3 followers.
Alright. So this one, I get 2 followers for every completed patrol card.
Yep.
I get 2, so another 2. Alright, and that's...
And then here I'm tied with them, so I get the full, which is gain 3 followers for each set of 2 settlements and 1 player die you currently have on the main board.
You don't have no settlements.
I only have my one original settlement. So
Yeah.
I gain 1 follower for each wall or trap I have built already used or on the main board.
Yeah, so you got
1, 2, 3. Okay. Now retrieve
the
leaders.
Reroll dice pool.
Wait, I thought there was something where we were.
Oh, you reset
stuff.
your vote tracker too. Your vote tracker goes down to 0. Patrol
But the
card offered.
leftmost
Do we get 2 new patrol cards?
Yeah, I'm in the. We're in the reset phase.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So wrap up. Put the leftmost assembly scoring tile back in the box. Slide the other one over. Blah 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 blah. Collect all the dice from the main board. Implement the following changes, and then roll all the dice in a 2-player game. Add 2 dissenter dice to the pool for a new total of 15. Then place 1 dissenter cube, influence cube, on each officer. Wow, I got my ass beat. What you have, like
120.
Yeah, you doubled my score.
120.
So that's one thing that we have always seen with Mindclash Games. Whoever loses gets fucking trounced. But I loved it. I would have gotten 4 additional points for these, for the story tokens, because each story token converts. Essentially, it's food is 1 follower, scrap is a follower. Food, scrap, heavy soldiers, story are a follower, and pairs of light soldiers and pairs of Wakandas and Fistings.
The assembly scoring alone got me 38 points.
It's huge. And you know what?
That's a huge difference.
What kept confusing me was getting the difference between getting those votes and playing stuff down here to get votes.
It wasn't until the first assembly phase did I realize what I did was a happy mistake, and I'm like, oh my god, I need to do that again. As soon I tried to be ahead of you with votes as soon as I could. If you got a vote, I had to get 2 votes. If you got 2 votes, I had to get 3 votes. Because that means I have the leg up for the assembly scoring, because there's such a huge difference between first and second place.
Yeah.
You know? It's almost, I'm sure it was done for a reason, but it seems almost unfair. Alright, so that was Perseverance, the Castaway Chronicles from Mindclash Games. As you can see, it is a different day because by the time me and Mike finished, it was well after midnight. So it took us about 2.5 hours to play through episode 1. And that's because we really didn't know how to play the game, so we were learning as we went along. I'm sure we messed up some rules. Feel free to post them below if there was something glaring that we forgot to do. But we're definitely going to try it again. So my thoughts on Perseverance, I absolutely loved it. As I mentioned multiple times, that it's kind of like Great Wall from Awakened Realms, but I like this a whole lot better. I think the worker placement selections were more meaningful. You really needed to figure out how to get the most followers in the game, and it seems to be that if you get more votes, that for winning the most amount of votes, there's a lot of followers you gain. I got first place both times, and it gave me almost a runaway lead. The final score was 122. I think Mike had 80 something. But again, 30 of those points were just because I had more votes during the assembly phase, which gave me a lot more followers. We both really liked episode 1 a whole lot, and now that we have played it and we know the rules, I think we're going to try it again, and I'm pretty sure we can play a game within an hour once you get all the rules down. Everything does make sense, and as the game was moving on, we were picking up things almost intuitively about what we needed to do for certain phases of the game, not just your player phase, but a DINO attack. And when we did the assembly, the second time we did the assembly, we were a lot more comfortable with how it actually plays out. So we're definitely going to play episode 1 again, and hopefully we will do episode 2 this week maybe, if not upcoming weeks, and we'll make sure that we film it and we post it right here. So if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. Also, please don't forget to click on subscribe and ring the notification bell. You'll get notified anytime I upload a new video. Any questions or comments, feel free to post them below, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. Otherwise, talk to you later.